Next month, my friends and I are going to be walking from Toronto, Ontario to Ottawa, Ontario. So we're actually going to be doing this walk from Toronto right here, all the way to Ottawa up here. This is going to be 400 kilometers as you see, and around 500,000 steps. This should be an insane walk. This is the map right here. It's going to be crazy. And yes, I am recording this while walking and practicing for the walk. And yes, as you can see, I did edit this video while walking and recording for the walk. So we're doing some crazy stuff right now, but all for a good cause. The goal is to raise $250,000. This is a lot, I know. It's just a couple of men from Toronto, from a low income neighborhood, just trying to make a difference. It seems like a huge number, but we're determined to make this happen. So basically last year, my friends and I went on this walk to Niagara Falls from Toronto. I wasn't one of the ones that made it, although I did walk pretty far. I made it for myself. I actually made it to Hamilton. This year I'm determined, I'm definitely gonna make it, but my friends actually made it to Niagara Falls. This is actually the third time doing a big walk. So at this point, it's basically a yearly thing that we do. It's a huge walk that we do to raise money for our community. And I know you might be wondering, like, where's this money going? What's the point of this? Why do a walk? All that stuff. Let me try to answer some of those questions. So firstly, the money that we raise on these walks, Trey actually uses it for the community in different ways. He does different types of programs for the youth and families. He hands out meals, like let's say different holidays. He hands out turkeys and meals for families. The money is used for gifts for families as well. Like Christmas time, you know, some kids are not as fortunate to have gifts, so they'll get gifts around Christmas time. Back to school shopping, like new shoes, new supplies, like book bags, writing utensils, all that stuff. Trey does a lot of mentorship programming with the youth throughout the year, taking them on trips, you know, places they've never been.
Today, I'll be surprising kids from the Lawrence Heights area by bringing them to a Raptors game. Guess what? All of you guys are going to the Raptors game.
Like Blue Mountain, for example, to go snowboarding and stuff like that. But also just a lot of programming within the community, you know, mentoring the youth, teaching them fundamentals of life, helping them get on track with their finances, helping them get jobs, things like that. And even granting them scholarships and bursaries and different things that they can use towards their future and their school. Basically, we're raising the money to support our community. You know, it is a low income neighborhood, like I said. And these communities often get overlooked by governments and higher ups. Even just the stereotypes that people have for these communities. They think that people don't really work hard from these communities. They think that they just sit down on government assistance. You know, they expect handouts and all this stuff. But we want to show the general public that those stereotypes are not true. As people who grew up in this community, who grew up in low income families and stuff like that, we came from the struggle, and honestly, we're still fighting the struggle, but we want to show people that we, within these communities, have heart, we have integrity, we have bigger goals, we have dreams and aspirations, we have bigger motives. We want to see our community thrive. And not just our community, but hopefully we inspire other communities as well. And hopefully in the future we can support other communities as well. But our goal is to motivate the low income neighborhoods, the hoods in Toronto, to do better and to support our youth and families, especially if we can get the finances to do so. Like I said, these communities have often been starved. Yes, there is a lot of programming, but there's not a lot of targeted help in specific areas that maybe people from the community might actually know a little bit more about than, you know, politicians or whoever is putting money into these communities and these programming without actually knowing what to do specifically. So obviously I can't give you all the details in this quick video, but we're doing this big walk to support our community. So if you are interested in supporting us or just even keeping track of the walk, make sure you follow me, follow my friend Miso Black, that's Trey. He's gonna be sharing all the updates and posting a lot of videos, coverage. We're planning to stay live during the whole walk as well, so that should be fun and interesting. It's gonna be a challenge. But yeah, man, this is gonna be probably a week of walking straight. So we're gonna be grinding hard at this to raise money for our community and do something crazy. A couple of men from Toronto, like I said, you know, just trying to do something bigger. Different reasons for me for why I wanna do this. Definitely to support the community, like I said, but also to show and prove to myself that I can do bigger things. I can step outside of my box, outside of my comfort zone and push beyond my limits. So it's an achievement for myself, but also an achievement for the community and the charity cause that we have. So yeah, Toronto to Ottawa, we will be walking. It's going to be 400 kilometers and around 500,000 steps. So make sure you follow and subscribe because it's going to be crazy. And we will be sharing the GoFundMe links so that you can help support if you want to support financially. But please share the video, share the cause, because a lot going on. We're putting in this work for our community to make change.